Welcome to day 23 of our Excel in 60 Days Mastery Challenge. Let us see how we use the LEN function to count characters. By the LEN function, we mean L-E-N, LEN. Now, the LEN function is used to count the character in a string. So let's try an example. So we'll say equals LEN, open parentheses, and we just go ahead and enter the string or the cell where the string is placed. We go ahead and close our parentheses. You can see here that we have len, then we have name as our character. That is because we have these on a table. One way Excel autofills in large data sets is when you have your data set in a table. Like when I hit enter now, it's going to count for everything. You see, it just goes across the table. So if you look at this, John is 4 characters, and you can see we have 4 characters here. So that's the easy way to count characters. But I want to show us something as well. So tell you that the len function also counts, let's say, okay, we've added another name. So, and Joshua was originally how many characters? 6 characters, right? So with 3 characters, it should be what? Originally 9, isn't it? But the len function also counts what? Counts space. So if we were to enter another space, it's going to count 11. If we keep adding space, it will count that space. So it counts space as well. So because it counts space as well, so to make sure we don't have the space problem anymore, we are going to use the substitute function to remove the space, okay? That is, we are going to be using substitute alongside our len function. So we'll say equals len, open parentheses. We'll go ahead and use the substitute function. Then we open another parentheses, and we are looking at this cell, right? The first cell, that is A2. So we'll say, comma, we have a single space, isn't it? So we'll open quote, a single space, close quote. We want to substitute that space with a closed space, okay? So we are going to open and close quote without any space. Then we go ahead and close our parentheses twice, right? Okay, because we have to have a matching open and close as well as open and close. So go ahead and hit enter. You can see now that it's correct as 9 instead of the 10 we had earlier, okay? All right, so let's add a twist, okay? You can use this len function to validate social media post lengths. Let's say you're working on your content calendar and you want to, in your content structure, you want certain post length, then you have a cell where you enter your captions and you don't want your captions to exceed a certain number of characters, okay? So you can use that. So let's add this twist to help you out if you are creating something like that. We are going to be using the if logic with the len function. So we will enter here, we'll say equals, we'll say if, open parentheses. So we'll go ahead now and say len. So we close the parentheses, say greater than, let's say, I just want to use a short number, right? But you could be using 21 characters, we could use 180 characters, the case may be, but let me just use 5 here to give us an example. So if len of this character is greater than 5, what should it do? We will say, comma, the value if true now will be worthy. Remember, we are going to put that in quotes. Let's say worthy, okay, close quote. If false, let it say great caption, close our quotes and close our parentheses. So let's look at this formula again. We say if the length of the character in A2 is greater than 5, let it say it is worthy. If not, say it's less than 5, let it say great caption. So you close your parentheses and hit enter. You can see that in this case now, this should be 10, right? Because of the space is worthy. The one that is just 5 is great caption. But if we come to James now, I want to show you something and just hit space thrice and hit enter. You see that it will tell you wordy. That's to tell you the difference between what we did here and what we did in the character count, where we had to replace the space with no space.